Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Lucas Alexander versus David Onama. This is a very interesting fight to me, and it's going to be a really fun one. You got Lucas Alexander, who's 8-3. Something in my mouth. Jesus. 8-3, 4-1 in his last 5 fights. In that one loss against Joe Anderson Brito, lost a rear naked choke. Still had a couple moments in that fight. His stand-up is something that's really fun to watch. He fought Steven Peterson, actually retired Steven Peterson. Beat him up for all 3 rounds. Again, Steven Peterson made the decision to retire after that fight. And yeah, again, he looked really good in that one. Plus 165 underdog, 28 years old, 5'11", with a 73-inch reach. David Onama is 11-2, 3-2 in his last 5 fights. His one loss coming into the UFC was Mason Jones, 1-2 against Gabriel Benitez, and then Garrett Armfield, who they had actually fought once before early in the regional scene, and then fought Nate Landwehr, lost a majority decision, and he completely could have won that fight. Absolutely could have. Ran out of gas, hurting him, beating him up, and again ran out of gas and kind of lost that one pretty badly. It was a majority decision, but if you watched that fight, it's a pretty rough fight for sure. And then he came back and beat Gabriel Santos, who looked good in his debut. Actually KO'd him with an uppercut. Looked calmer, cardio looked better, looked fast in that one. For me in this one, I think it's the power, because this is going to be a stand-up fight, and it is going to be a fun one. Lucas Alexander has 3 wins by TKO or KO, 5 wins by decision. Technically on paper, not a big finisher, doesn't have a whole lot of power, but his striking is very technical. I do like his striking a lot. Again, the one thing with me and the difference when you look at these fighters on paper, matching up and all these things, if you watch their fights, David Onama has never been to a decision. He has 11 finishes, 7 TKO or KO, 4 by submission, and it is impressive. It really is. 3-2 in the UFC. You know, Gabriel Santos is not an easy guy to... What's the word? He's not an easy guy to go toe-to-toe with, or like speed with speed, you know, movement with movement. And again, I picked Santos to win that fight. I thought Santos's movement and his awkwardness and his speed would be a big problem, and his cardio for sure. And Onama changed it up, got it some new sparring partners, some new I think he changed camps in that fight actually. And his cardio looked better, his striking looked better, his accuracy looked better, and again his power really showed through in that matchup. So I really like David Onama in this one. I'm not for sure technically if he finishes Lucas Alexander with a submission, because he does have 4 of those and he has been decent with that. I think that it's the technical. Can Onama fight Lucas Alexander technically and still use his power, or is this going to be the first decision? My prediction is Onama gets Lucas Alexander out of there in the 2nd or 3rd round. As always, guys, subscribe, like, comment, let me know who you are picking, and as always, peace.